Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a little bit get ready with me everyday glam. I call it glam because I definitely understand that this is a lot more makeup than most people are used to wearing on a daily basis. So this is just my everyday look. I just put some of the L'Oreal Glotion all over my face. I did my skincare prior to this. I'll do a separate video probably on that soon. And then for the base of my eyeshadow, I like to use the Age Rewind concealer. I like the thickness and it just sets really well, and I blend that in so it doesn't crease. I really like using this as a base for my eyeshadow just because I feel like it holds really well, and then it also kind of helps with any discoloration. And then I'm going to go ahead and set that with my Fit Me foundation just to make sure it doesn't crease, of course. But yeah, this is just my everyday look. I guess it takes me a while to set my eyes. So then of course I'm going with my Modern Renaissance palette, and I take that really shimmery, beautiful color, and I do that my brow bone first. It just is a little bit easier for me blending wise, and I just like getting that done first thing. Gotta make it glow, girl. Use the same palette, and I take the burnt orange color and then the color right next to it, and that is basically like my main color of this whole look. I really like how soft it is. It has a little bit of warmth, but it's not overwhelmingly orange. I really think it's super pretty, and it's pigmented and it blends out very well. And to blend it out, I am just using my MAC 224 brush, which is like a godsend. It's the easiest brush to blend with in the whole world. And I need to play with this palette a bit more. I'm definitely using it for the wedding makeup, which I am going to do a whole separate video on. But this is, like I said, just something simple, a little something on the eyes, and you know, it's basically, this look is all about the lashes and the skin because that's what's most important to me for every day. So I take my Morphe palette. This is the Morphe 3502 palette, and I am obsessed with this. I use this constantly. And I am using these two brown colors. Oh, I don't know their names, but I'm just putting that in with the Morphe. It's a pencil brush, but a little bit fluffier, and I just stick that right in my crease. Since my eyes aren't big and round and luscious, I like to use a little bit of a more defined brush just because I feel like it's simpler and it's easier to put right where I want it, and I won't go all the way up to my eyebrow with the darker colors because that's not a cute look for anybody. Blending is key, apparently. So now I'm just going back in with that burnt orange color, and I just like to kind of blow out that shadow I just did and blend them all together so it looks really seamless and it doesn't look disconnected. It's kind of like a cheating way of blending by just taking that color and blending it with the other one, because your girl is lazy and I will look for any shortcut to get the good blend. Now I'm just curling my eyelashes. My eyelashes stick like straight out, so it just makes it a lot easier if I curl them. I do wear false lashes like every single day, and I know that's a lot for some people, but for me, I'm just comfortable with them. They're easy for me. I barely feel like they're on, so it's not a big deal. And this is my mascara that I have been using from, I think it's called The Balm. Yes, The Balm. It's the What's Your Type Tall, Dark, Handsome, Rich, Romantic. And I like it. You know, I like the smaller brush. It does really good on my lower lashes, which is to me the most important since I do wear falsies. And these lashes, oh my gosh, these lashes, hello girl. These are the Aerosol lashes off of Amazon. Casey Holmes did a video and she mentioned them, and oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. They're quite dramatic, but they're so feathery and just fluffy. I did order a pair that are a little bit less dramatic and a little bit more wispy for my bridal makeup. So I'm super excited to get my hands on those and try that. But I just used my Duo Lash Glue, which is like my ride or die. And these lashes, guys, I'm not kidding. I've gotten so many compliments on them because they are just stunning. And this is this new product that my mother-in-law got me. It is called City Lips. So it kind of plumps your lips and moisturizes them. And I just put those on to prep my lips for liquid, for lipstick and for lip liner because my lips are so dry. Oh my gosh, look at those lashes. I seriously could just fly away with them. They are so beautiful. I do think they are a bit dramatic for my bridal makeup. So I don't think these are the exact style I'm going to wear, but I'm just in love with them. They are so beautiful, and the band is nice and thick and really easy to put on, and they stay on all day. I don't have to worry about them lifting in the corners. These are just absolutely stunning. I bought 2 pair, and I don't even think that's enough. I need like every pair ever made. Oh my gosh, I love those lashes. They make such a big difference. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'll ever go back to Ardell after trying these. I'm going to have like a lifetime supply by the end of this week. Next up, foundation. I'm just going back to an old favorite, which is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This is just one of my go-tos. Always works, always looks good. And this is in soft beige, which actually matched me pretty perfect. I have a little bit of a tan on, not too much, but I am absolutely obsessed with this foundation. It's so beautiful. I also have been loving the Maybelline 24-Hour foundation, but I'm kind of in between colors right now, so I just went with the Wet n Wild, but oh, it's so beautiful. It's light. I feel like I'm barely wearing any foundation, but yet it covers like none other, so I'm obsessed with this foundation. And side note, if anyone's wondering why I do my shadow before my foundation, I have very sensitive eyes, and if I do foundation and concealer and all that before my eyeshadow and then mess around with like brushes and shadows, I always water and my eyes are on fire. So this is the way to keep my eyes from watering. And then I'm just going to take my Maybelline Fit Me, and I think that's either fair or light. It's like the lightest color they have, obviously. And then I like the Age Rewind on like the inside of my face to highlight, just because I feel like it's a little bit less starch white like my under eye foundation or my under eye concealer. Now I'm just taking this Morphe brush just to kind of blend. I love the way that the brush looks under the eyes, especially since my shadow is done before my foundation. The bristles on the brush just kind of soften it and don't give me that harsh line where my eyeshadow is, like the Beauty Blender can sometimes. So I just really like it, and it doesn't take up a lot of product, it deposits, and then I just go back over and make sure everything is nice and blended with my Beauty Blender. And I will also use the Beauty Blender all around my face just to make sure my foundation and my concealer are pretty seamless. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm kind of tapping off the excess on that towel. I always have a towel with me when I do my makeup because I don't love the look of super cakey concealer, and my skin is dry, so that can happen very easily. So I just make sure I tap off the excess so I don't have to worry about, looking like a cake. Speaking of cake, it is time to bake. I'm just baking under my eyes because I crease really good. So this is the one way that keeps me from creasing, and that is my Airspun Love this stuff. I actually like it more than the Laura Mercier. Don't kill me. And then I set the rest of my face with that powder, or just where I put the concealer, but I don't like baking everywhere. I just feel like it can look a little bit harsh, and I don't leave that bake on for too long. Just long enough to make me nice and bright under my eyes. And now I'm looking for something. I don't know what I was looking for. Aha, now we're blending everything. I'm just going to blend everything together with my Maybelline Fit Me. This is in 225 medium buff, which is a really nice, it's not too tan, not too light color, and it just kind of takes my concealer and blends it with the rest of my face. This is my favorite part, bronzing and contouring. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills with that really warm color there on the end, and I am obsessed. So the first thing I do is I go in with my Bare Minerals Flawless Face foundation brush, and I love this just for kind of warming up my face. Oh, and I'm saying goodbye to my fiance. He's going to work. But I'm just warming up my whole face with it before I actually go through and actually contour. I just really like it. It kind of softens everything and makes it look a lot more natural. I mean, I don't think anything about my makeup looks are natural, but you know, it just softens everything. And you got to get that jawline, girl. Double chin no more. Now I'm going to go in with this MAC brush. It's supposed to be a blush brush, but I really like this because it does a lot of the blending for you, and it makes it a lot less harsh. I have a contour brush from MAC that I use sometimes, but sometimes it looks a little bit too sharp for me, so this kind of blends it out for me. But that's my contour. And then my blush is called Melba by MAC. It's just a really pretty soft pink color, really light. I like it a lot. Just adds a little bit of color to the cheeks. Yes, girl, it's time to glow. That is my Mary Lou-minizer by The Balm. And oh my gosh, talk about a gorgeous highlight. I'm 99% sure this will be my highlight for the wedding day because it is just absolutely stunning and I love it. Then I take that really light color I used under my brow bone, and I'm just putting that in the inner corner of my eyes just to brighten everything up. And now this is like the most stressful part for me because I never know how it's going to go. It either goes really well or really poorly. So today it went fairly well. My brows looked a lot more alike than normal, so that's good. But I'm just shaping and filling in my brows with the Ardell pomade. And I really like this stuff. I feel like it does really good. And I like to start with the inner parts of my eyebrows first and just kind of make sure those are even because that's where I struggle with the most. And then I'll go through and do the arch and the ends, the little tails. Which the tails I feel like are never even, but that's okay. They're cousins, not sisters. It takes serious concentration for eyebrows. I like hold my breath the whole time because I never know how it's going to go. It's so stressful. I'm going to take my little brush and blend it all together. I just kind of go through and blend, especially in the forehead. I feel like that bronzer can look a little too extreme, so we'll just kind of blend everything together. Now I'm just taking that burnt orange color and I'm just kind of putting that on my lower lash line. Looking real cute doing it too with that nice little face I got going on. I just use a little bit of that mascara just to kind of lift up my lashes a bit. And then the lower lashes, of course. Which this mascara does really well with the lower lashes because I think it's a skinnier wand, so that helps a lot and it really separates them and makes them look nice and long. Now I lost my lip liner. So the liner I like to use is Nude Sticks in Whisper. I'm obsessed with it. I definitely need to order some more. It is one of my absolute favorite colors ever. And over top that, I put the Maybelline in Beige Babe. And then on top of all of that, I'm using the Milani lip gloss. I'm not sure what color this is. I think it's called like Champagne. I don't know. It's really light and pretty. I like a really natural lip. And I take that light color again and just kind of highlight my Cupid's bow. Because you can never glow enough. And that pretty much completes the look. I'm going to spray the Make It Last by Milani finishing spray. And that is it, guys. This is my everyday glam. I hope you like it. Please like and subscribe.